Welcome to my channel HD Ultra Rare Coins. In this I am going to tell you about the United States of America 5 cents, which are very valuable and rare. If you have them you can become rich too. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of the United States 5-cent coin from 1975. Now, this isn't just any ordinary nickel. You might be surprised by the history and potential value that lies in your pocket change. Let's set the stage with some background. The United States 5-cent coin, also known as the nickel, has a rich history dating back to 1866. In 1975, we were right in the middle of some exciting times in America. The country was gearing up for its bicentennial celebration in 1976, so patriotism was at an all-time high. And while many people were focused on the coming bicentennial quarters, the humble nickel was quietly being minted by the millions. But not all of these coins are created equal. So, what makes the 1975 nickel special? Let's start with the design. On the obverse side, we have the classic profile of Thomas Jefferson, designed by Felix Schlag. This iconic portrait has been on the nickel since 1938 and remains a symbol of American history and values. On the reverse, we see Jefferson's home, Monticello, a symbol of both architectural beauty and the spirit of early America. The 1975 nickel was minted in two locations, Philadelphia and Denver. You can tell where yours was made by checking for a small D for Denver or no mark at all, which means it was made in Philadelphia. Mint marks can be found on the right side of the Monticello building. Now, let's talk about what really gets collectors interested: the condition of the coin. If you have a 1975 nickel in your possession, you'll want to check its grade. Coins are rated on a scale that ranges from poor all the way to mint state, which is virtually flawless. For a 1975 nickel, the value can vary significantly based on its condition. Lower grade coins are often only worth face value, but higher grade examples can be much more valuable to collectors. Let's break it down further. A well-circulated 1975 nickel might fetch just a few cents above face value, think 10 cents to 50 cents. But, if your coin is in extremely fine condition, things get more interesting. A coin graded as mint state 65, for example, could be worth a few dollars to collectors looking for top-quality examples. Rarity also plays a role in value. Although the 1975 nickel isn't exceptionally rare in general, finding a high-grade example, especially one with unique or rare errors, could make it more valuable. Some errors that increase value include off-center strikes, double dies, or unusual planchet flaws that make these coins stand out. One more thing that gets collectors really excited is the potential for error coins. If your 1975 nickel has a visible error, it could be worth even more. Error coins are rare because they're essentially mistakes in the minting process, and collectors love these unique quirks. So, if you think you have a 1975 nickel in mint or near mint condition, consider having it professionally graded. A certified grade gives collectors confidence in the coin's quality and authenticity, which can lead to a higher price if you decide to sell it. Now, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. While most 1975 nickels are worth their face value or a few dollars at most, there are extremely rare cases where a coin's quality, error, or historical value makes it worth a fortune. In some exceptional cases, an extraordinarily well-preserved 1975 nickel with rare attributes has fetched over $1,300,000. Yes, you heard that right. $1,300,000, just imagine. So, don't overlook those old coins you come across. They might just be hiding a treasure. Today, we're diving into the story behind an iconic piece of American currency, the 1983 United States 5 cents coin, better known as the Jefferson nickel. But this isn't just any nickel. We'll uncover fascinating details about its design, its history, and, of course, explore why some of these coins could be worth an incredible amount to collectors today. Stick around to find out just how much one of these nickels could bring at auction. The Jefferson nickel has been a cornerstone of American currency since 1938. It replaced the Buffalo nickel, a coin that celebrated the spirit of the American West. With a design that commemorates Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States. This 5-cent coin also honors his residence, Monticello. On the reverse side, over the years, the Jefferson nickel design remained largely unchanged, making it a familiar sight to Americans. But each year's coinage can have slight variations, minting errors, and unique characteristics that influence its value for collectors, and the 1983 nickel is no exception. Now, what makes the 1983 Jefferson nickel so special? Like many coins, not all nickels are created equal. For this year, the U.S. Mint produced millions of these coins, but a few of them have become extremely valuable due to specific qualities or errors. Minted in 2 locations, Philadelphia and Denver, these coins might seem unremarkable at first glance. However, variations in their minting process can make certain 1983 nickels incredibly desirable. Errors in coin production can create some of the most valuable pieces in any collection, and the 1983 nickel is a prime example of this. In some cases, errors such as double die strikes, off-center strikes, or planchet errors can increase a coin's worth substantially. These mistakes happen during the minting process, giving each error coin its own unique characteristics. One of the most notable errors found on some 1983 nickels is a double die on the obverse or reverse. This occurs when the coin is struck twice but slightly misaligned, creating a shadow effect on the details. Double die errors often affect the words and design elements on the coin, making them stand out to keen-eyed collectors. When it comes to coin collecting, condition is everything. Collectors use a grading system to determine a coin's quality, with mint state grades like MS-65 or MS-67 being the most sought after. An MS-67 grade on a 1983 nickel, for instance, is incredibly rare because it means the coin has almost no signs of wear, has a sharp strike, and displays its original mint luster. Coins graded at this level from 1983 are extremely valuable because few nickels from this year were saved in such pristine condition. Many were circulated heavily, making it rare to find one in top-notch condition. Beyond condition and errors, rarity and demand also play significant roles in determining the value of a coin. For the 1983 nickel, the rarity of certain high-grade and error coins, combined with demand from collectors, has driven up its value. As collectors search for coins to complete their collections, the scarcity of flawless or error-laden 1983 nickels makes them highly desirable on the market. This demand has transformed what was once a simple nickel into a treasure worth thousands, and in some rare cases, even more. So, how much is this coin worth? Well, as we've seen, it all depends on factors like its condition, any unique errors, and its rarity. While an average 1983 Jefferson nickel in circulated condition might not fetch more than its face value, those rare, uncirculated error coins can attract serious interest. In fact, at auction, collectors have been known to pay astonishing amounts for certain 1983 nickels with rare characteristics. And, believe it or not, one of these nickels has reached an incredible price tag of $900,000. Yes, you heard that right. That's the kind of value a 1983 nickel could reach under the right conditions. So, if you have any old nickels lying around, it might be worth taking a closer look. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most iconic coins from the United States, the 1984 5-cent coin, also known as the Jefferson nickel. This humble nickel might be hiding an incredible story, one that could make you think twice before tossing it into your change jar. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly why collectors are buzzing about this specific coin, and I'll reveal a shocking value at the end that might make you start searching through your spare change. First, let's go back to the basics. The Jefferson nickel has been a staple in American currency since 1938, when it replaced the Buffalo nickel. The coin was designed by Felix Schlag, featuring a portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the front, or obverse, and his home, Monticello, on the reverse. The design has been iconic, though it has gone through a few changes over the decades. So, what makes the 1984 nickel so special? While millions of nickels were minted in 1984, only a select few carry special traits or imperfections that make them highly sought after by collectors. Before we reveal the value, let's take a closer look at these characteristics. Some of the valuable traits to look for in the 1984 nickel include its condition, minting errors, and unique details. The 1984 nickel was minted at both Philadelphia and Denver, with each mint mark potentially adding value. Coins with little wear and strong detailing on Jefferson's profile or Monticello's architecture are considered high-grade and are much more valuable than heavily circulated nickels. One particular detail that can send a coin's value soaring is the full steps on Monticello. Full steps refer to the distinct, clean steps visible on the building's base in the design. Finding a 1984 nickel in mint condition with full steps can increase its worth significantly. In addition, error coins, such as double dies or misaligned strikes, are incredibly valuable to collectors. If you find a nickel with these errors, you're looking at a potential treasure, but how can you tell if your 1984 nickel is a rare find? Start by examining the coin's surface under a magnifying glass or with a jeweler's loupe. Look for any doubling in the lettering or images, which indicates a double die error. Pay special attention to Jefferson's profile and the Monticello on the reverse side, as imperfections here can increase the coin's rarity and value. Coin collectors value coins based on their grade or condition. An uncirculated coin, one that has never been used in transactions, fetches the highest prices. A coin graded as extremely fine will still hold decent value, but anything below that, like good or fine, may not be as valuable unless it has an error. If you're lucky enough to find a 1984 nickel that's uncirculated with full steps, or one that has a unique error, it's definitely worth getting it professionally graded. And now, the part you've been waiting for, the potential value. While most 1984 nickels are worth their face value, a select few with rare errors or pristine grading can reach jaw-dropping figures at auction. In fact, in one auction, a high-grade 1984 5-cent piece fetched as much as $800,000, that's right, $800,000. Imagine having a small fortune hiding in your pocket change. So next time you come across a nickel, don't overlook it, it could be more valuable than you ever imagined. Today, we're diving into a coin that you might find at the bottom of a change jar or even tucked away in an old wallet. A coin that's commonly overlooked but could actually hold a story of incredible value. This is the United States 5-cent coin, or as many know it, the nickel, from 1998. Now, if you've ever held a nickel, you're looking at one of the most iconic American coins. This little piece of metal has been in circulation since 1938 with the profile of Thomas Jefferson on the front, and on the reverse, it features his beautiful home, Monticello. Most people don't give nickels much thought, they're often just used to make exact change or fill up a piggy bank. But today, we're exploring a rare side of the 1998 nickel, a side that could have collectors absolutely spellbound. What makes the 1998 nickel so special? So, why would a 1998 5-cent coin be of any special interest? After all, millions of these coins were minted. But here's the thing, within this mass production, a handful of nickels have hidden characteristics that make them valuable, characteristics you might never notice unless you look closely. In the world of coin collecting, rarity, mint errors, and special features can transform an everyday coin into something extraordinarily valuable. And believe it or not, the 1998 nickel is known for having a few fascinating variations, mint marks and unique errors. One of the first things to know when evaluating any coin's potential worth is its mint mark. In 1998, nickels were struck at two primary mints, the Philadelphia Mint, which marked its coins with a P, and the Denver Mint, with a D. These small letters appear just to the right of Monticello on the reverse side of the coin. While most collectors won't think twice about these mint marks, a certain subset of 1998 nickels include striking errors and double dies, which are types of mistakes that occurred during the minting process. These errors create slight design anomalies, making these nickels incredibly rare and highly collectible. When collectors spot these small mistakes, they're often willing to pay significant amounts to add them to their collections. Why? Because errors make a coin stand out from the millions of standard versions. It's like having a one-of-a-kind print in a sea of identical copies. High-grade coins' condition is key. Now, let's talk about the condition of these coins. In the world of numismatics, the study or collection of currency, the quality, or grade, of a coin can drastically impact its value. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a flawless specimen. If you have a 1998 nickel in mint condition, especially in the high 60s or close to 70, that coin could be worth quite a bit more than face value, but achieving a high grade is incredibly rare for older coins in circulation. Over time, these coins accumulate scratches, wear, and even chemical damage from exposure. So, if you find a pristine 1998 nickel that's barely seen the light of day, it could be worth having it graded by a professional service. Why some collectors go crazy for the 1998 nickel? So, what would make someone pay top dollar for a coin that, at first glance, seems so ordinary? For some collectors, it's the thrill of finding something rare and historically significant. But there's another factor that adds to this coin's allure: nostalgia. For many, nickels were a part of everyday life growing up, used in arcades, vending machines, or even saved up for that first big purchase as a kid. A coin from 1998 could take someone back to memories from 2 or 3 decades ago, sparking a personal connection that goes beyond monetary value. Could your 1998 nickel be a jackpot? Now comes the big question: could your 1998 nickel be worth more than 5 cents? Well, here's the thing: standard, circulated nickels from this year are generally worth face value. However, if you happen to have a nickel in pristine, uncirculated condition, with a high grade and possibly even an error, you might have something special on your hands. In fact, certain 1998 nickels with unique qualities have sold at auction for life-changing sums. And get this, one incredibly rare and pristine nickel from this year was recently valued at an astounding $600,000. That's right, $600,000 for a single 5-cent coin. So, next time you find a nickel in your change, take a closer look. It just might be the hidden treasure you've been searching for. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of American coinage. We're going to explore the United States 5-cent coin, the nickel, minted in the year 2000. You might just be holding onto something incredibly valuable without even realizing it. Let's take a closer look at this particular coin. The United States Mint produced millions of nickels in 2000, featuring the iconic image of Thomas Jefferson on the front and his famous home, Monticello, on the back. This classic design has been a staple of the 5-cent coin for decades, and it's instantly recognizable. But what makes this nickel so special? Well, for most people, a nickel is worth, well, just 5 cents. But for serious collectors and numismatists, that's the fancy term for coin collectors, some nickels can be worth far, far more. So how does a coin go from pocket change to becoming worth a small fortune? Let's dig deeper. The first thing to look for in any collectible coin is its condition. Coins are graded on a scale from poor to mint state, with mint state being the absolute highest quality, showing no signs of wear and having a pristine appearance. A 2000 nickel in perfect mint state condition is much rarer than one that's been circulated through everyday use. If you have a 2000 nickel that's been safely stored and kept in mint condition, you're already off to a great start. But condition isn't the only factor here. Collectors are also interested in coins with unusual characteristics, like misprints or errors. Error coins are coins that have mistakes made during the minting process, and these can make a coin incredibly valuable. Imagine finding a nickel that has a misaligned die, or even a double strike. That's where the coin has been struck twice, resulting in a blurry or doubled appearance on the design. In 2000, certain batches of nickels were accidentally struck with errors that collectors are still excited to find today. These errors can be subtle, but they make a huge difference in a coin's value. Another factor that can drive up the value of a coin is a low mintage. This means that only a small number of coins were made with certain characteristics. For example, if a certain mint location produced fewer coins than others, those coins automatically become rarer and more desirable. Check your nickel for a small letter indicating where it was minted. For example, P means it was minted in Philadelphia, while a D represents Denver. Different mint locations have different values in the collector's market, so it's worth knowing which mint produced your coin. the market value of coins can also change with collector demand. Some years, certain coins become particularly popular, driving up their value. A nickel from the year 2000 may seem ordinary, but due to a combination of interest in modern collectibles, nostalgia, and the thrill of finding hidden treasures, its demand has surged. Collectors are always on the lookout for specific years, mint locations, and era types. With these factors in mind, even recent coins like the 2000 nickel can surprise you with their value. So, you might be wondering, just how much can a 2000 United States nickel be worth? Well, while most nickels from that year are worth just a few cents, the right combination of condition, era, and demand can lead to incredible value. Now, hold on to your seats. A pristine, error-free, or exceptionally rare 2000 nickel has been known to fetch an astounding price of $350,000. That's right, a coin you might find in loose change could be worth as much as a luxury home or a sports car. So next time you're digging through your pocket change, take a closer look. You might just be holding a hidden treasure. Thanks for joining us on this exciting journey into the world of collectible coins. If you enjoyed learning about the value of this 5-cent piece, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more treasure hunting tips. And remember, keep an eye on your nickels, because you never know what treasures you might uncover.